Hi, pen friends and yogi enthusiasts. It's Christy back again from Optimal Wellness, Yoga, and More. And it's that time of the month. Time to look at my currently inked for December. And you may be looking at what I currently have on the flat lay right now and going, Christy, did you forget something? Well, couple different things. 12 pens inked up at the same time is just a little too much for my brain, especially when I'm trying to be productive and having to make a lot of choices and stuff. I don't want to have to make a ton of choices in terms of my planner and my journal, just to kind of stave off decision fatigue. And B, December is Inkvent month. So if you haven't been around the pen world for the last several years, although this is my first time taking part, Diamine, the ink company based out of England, makes an advent calendar for the month of December. It's called Inkvent, and there are 23 10 or 15 mil, I can't remember what size, inks specifically for 2023. So they're new colors. And then on the 24th or 25th, there is a larger, a 30 mil bottle, I believe. And so I'm going to be going through Inkvent. So it's going to look a lot like 30 Inks, 30 Days in December. So I wanted some pens empty in case some of the Inkvent colors just really grab me and I need to get them in a pen like right now. B, again, staving off decision fatigue. And also, it happens to just fit in my week's planner just really well to have only 4 colors for my December currently inked, because Friday starts Inkvent. So I am going to do my currently inked very similar to last month. And that means I am going to use a number 6 flat brush. It is Menta, Royal, and Lang Nickel. I'm pretty sure it was probably a Michael's purchase. And I think it's a mixed media brush, meaning that it is okay for acrylics and watercolors. I will be using this to do a swath of the ink across the page, and then I'll use the pen that I've inked up with that ink to mark down what ink and what pen I have it in. And then this side where the pens are will get the reviews in them at the end of the month. So let me move the pens out of the way. And actually, I hope I remember, otherwise things are going in a different order. I actually need to go top to bottom this way. So the way I like to do ink swatches with a paintbrush is to make sure that the paintbrush is fully saturated, and then I dry it off as much as I can on a clean cloth or a clean paper towel, so that I'm not watering down the ink, but I also don't want the brush to like suck up all of the ink. Plus it'll make it consistent because I'll have to rinse the first color off. So if the first color has been dipped in water, then the brush is the same or as close to the same amount of wetness as I can make it. So I kind of, sort of accidentally ended up choosing 4 Ferris wheel press inks. I have a swatch with me that I haven't edited and put up yet, but I acquired some of the chargers, the little 5 mil bottles, over Fountain Pen Day. And the colors happen to go really well with this month's sterling ink. And I just so happened to choose all Ferris wheel press for my 4 colors. The other advantage of blotting off the excess moisture of the paintbrush on a clean cloth is that then I can see and make sure that all the color has been removed. I have one for the first dip or two, the dirty brush water, and then this one is for the final rinse, just to try keep down any contamination. So yeah, I think I just flipped this upside down. So I think I should have gone the other direction. It's okay. So I think this is the steeped on umber. And these are from, all 4 colors are from 3 different charger sets. But of course, these are all available in whatever full-size bottle Ferris wheel press offers. Oh no, that was Oyster Hour. This is steeped umber. See, I should have labeled my palette as I filled it. Live and learn, right? And grace and compassion. Mistakes are okay. We're all human. And yes, I am a recovering perfectionist, in case you were asking. I believe this is Peter Moss, and I got this in the charger, but I also got a sample of it from Simone, and again, I have an unboxing of that package coming up in the future as well. I like to do a little heavier application on the left side so I can kind of see if there's sheen or any of that showing up, and just how it layers, what the different shades are I might to find. The stickers for this month were a little challenging because there's not a whole lot of color going on. So some of these are slightly amped up versions. And then our last color is Lady Rose. Oh shoot, I think I forgot to. Well, this may or may not be the most representative of swatches here. We'll see what happens. I'm in an unusually holiday mood. Often about this time of year, I am eating up holiday romance fiction and Hallmark and Lifetime Christmas movies, just trying to find some Christmas spirit. But for reasons, we had the extended family Christmas with my sister's family on Friday after Thanksgiving, and given that that means basically all of my Christmas present buying is done, and I got to see kids open up Christmas presents, I'm totally stoked for the holiday season. We're even going to go to a choral concert here before my wife has to have surgery towards the middle of the month. So that is kind of exciting. I'm going to come back actually and write in the pens and inks here once the swatches have dried, because I am quite likely to run my hands through the wet swatches. So I'll be back shortly, and we're back. The swatches are basically dry, at least to the point that I'm not going to go mushing it around. So we have, I've got to remind myself, I think this is the 450. Yep. Okay. So we have the Jinhao X450 with a Fude, and this is Ferris wheel press, oyster hour, there we go. Man, I wonder what this would have looked like in a non-Fude nib. I kept hearing how light it was, but I think it could have actually worked for me as just a regular ink. Interesting. Okay, and this is Sailor Pro Gear Slim with a 21K medium fine, and 2 is Ferris wheel press, and this is the Steet Umber. So whatever I put in the Fude nib, I'm usually going to either write very largely with the real broad surface, or I'm going to kind of draw with it to make backgrounds for headers. And here we have, ooh, it's really wet. So the flex isn't showing up. The Durograph just was holding a lot of ink yet from inking it up. In Omniflex, again, Ferris wheel press, Peter Moss. Okay, and then because I've heard so many people talk about how dry Ferris wheel press is, and this is a quite light color, I put the Lady Rose in my Pelikan M400. I mean, you would think I'd put the Peter Moss, but this time I put aesthetics aside and really kind of chose the pens I was going to use based on what I knew of the inks. And I had done a preliminary swatch of these, so I had a bit of a sense. They didn't seem exceedingly dry, but since I found this nib to be a little broad for me, despite being an extra fine for in these planners, I decided to put that one in this wetter nib to see how that would go. And I think I'm liking it. It's not quite as broad as the Birmingham Pen Company Arugula that I had in there before. And this is the Lady Rose. Still awfully dry on that upstroke. I think I might have this professionally tuned either at Philly or Baltimore. So that is the lineup. Here is the little sampler of the stickers for the December collection. If you like these, you can get these outside of the sampler kit. You can pick and choose your own stickers that you'd like there. I'm really loving the journals, because we're all like totally hyper focused on journals right now and getting ready for the new year. Little yarn cake, more journaly goodness, pot of tea. And then this is just a little thank you card. So this would give you an idea of what the white stickers would look like. The colors and everything and the lines and stuff are always crisper on that than the washi. So, do I want to put this one down? I think that might take up a little too much room from writing my review in at the end of the month. But let's go ahead and put the journals down there, and maybe, oh shoot, I usually leave this little sticker thing intact to include in pen pal letters. Oops. Happens sometimes. And then let's do this one right there. And we'll come back at the end of December, right before the new year, and look at how these ink and pen combos worked out for me. And we'll also look, if I end up putting any of the Inkvent inks into pens, we'll look at those as well. So I hope you have a fabulous December, a wonderful holiday season, whether you celebrate, if you don't celebrate. I hope it's just a good month for you. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for spending your time with me today. Until I see you again, be safe and be well, as always. Aho, and so it is. Bye.